Hey guys, it's the Book Nerd. So, I have two things to bring to you today. The first is an update. So yesterday was my sister's birthday party, where if you watched my sister tag, you will know that we did that on her birthday. Well, she wants to make a video for the channel with all of the toys that she got. So I figured, I'll let that be my birthday present to her. So if there's just a random toy video popping up soon, that's, why I promised her that she would get time. So, but I promise you, what I'm bringing you today is very bookish. It's a book haul. It's my first one. I'm kind of happy. But all of these books I got for $1, except for one of them, which I got at like my local bookstore. But I'm gonna start at the one that I didn't get for $1. So it's Brick Fairy Tales, and I just thought it was like an interesting take because on fairy tales, because I love fairy tales like so deeply. Like I have like 20 different like Grimm's fairy tales. I'm always looking for like the original dark ones because I'm weird. But Brick Fairy Tales, and I'm gonna show you, they're Legos. Like someone actually sat and did fairy tales, and they're Legos. And they also did Brick Shakespeare. On the back it says they did Brick Shakespeare, two of them. And I have Brick Dracula and Frankenstein, which I tried to find for the video, but I couldn't. But I love this one, and it's got a whole bunch of different stories. It's got the Frog King, Rumpelstiltskin, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty, Godfather Death, Hansel and Gretel, The Shoes That Danced to Pieces, King Thrushbeard, and more. And I want to like dive into this and just read it, and it's awesome. Like I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to read Lego fairy tales? Beautiful. And then the books that I got from the for the $1. This one's by the author of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Seth Grahame-Smith. It's called Unholy Night, and when I first saw it, it's based on like Jesus' birth and the three wise men as murderous thieves, which is just a completely different take. I love different takes on things, and I think that this is awesome because you don't think of like the three wise men as murderous thieves, but that's what they are in the book, which is really kind of, I don't know, like I said, a different take. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's zombies. And I'm a big fan of zombie books and all of that, but it turned out to not be. But I still want to read it because it's about escaping, I believe, escaping Bethlehem escaping Bethlehem to escape to Egypt. And they're trying to get Joseph, Mary, and Jesus to Egypt while still being murderous thieves. So that's just, I don't know, it's interesting. The next one I have is The Family, which was, the first I saw of it, it was a movie, and I had no idea that they wrote a book about it. And I don't know, it looks interesting because it's about like the mob, that goes in the mob family that goes into witness protection because he has a $2 million bounty on his head, and but him and his family can't help attracting attention. So it says savagely funny and surprisingly touching, a queasily comic, stylishly executed romp. And it's crime fiction that makes you chuckle is rare, and this is an exceptional example of the species. And I don't know, it's just, I like reading, funny books, and I guess this one's really supposed to be funny because they're supposed to be on the run and in witness protection, and they can't help but keep attracting attention. And also, I mean, Diana Agron, was in the movie, and I loved her in Glee. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to read the book and then watch the movie. And the book is by Tonino Benacquista. I'm really bad. I hope I didn't screw up the name, but the next book I have for you may have already heard of, is by Chris Colfer, and is another movie that came out. But it's called Struck by Lightning, the Carson Phillips Journal, and I mean, I think the first thing that attracted me to it was Chris Colfer wrote it. If I could touch, my camera's weird. And it's about him wanting to write, and it says, life comes at you fast, it hits you and tries to escape and be expressed in any way possible. Anyway, it's a lot like lightning. So, I don't know. This was his teen-ish, adult-ish book, his YA book. But, he also has a series of children's books out that I also want to read in middle grade, and yeah. So, Chris Colfer, love him too. The next one I saw, it's like a horror book. It's called Breed by Chase Novak, and it's supposed to be, I think, people are looking and trying to have a baby. A couple are trying to have a baby, and so they finally, I guess, get pregnant with a terrifying procedure, but there's awful consequences. And it's just, I don't know, it attracted me, because the cover is like so simplistic. And Stephen King wrote on it. He said, the best horror novel I've read since Peter Straub's Ghost Story. By turns terrifying and blackly funny, Breed is a total blast. So, and then Richard Price, author of Lush Life and Clockers, said, a page-turner, classic yet original, filled with detail both subtle and unforgivable, unnerving in its mad logic, and genuinely frightening. And then Warren Ellis, author of Crooked Little Vein and Transmetropolitan, said, the most elegantly skin-crawling, gut-churning novel I've read in years. So, I don't know, it's just, sometimes I like to switch it up and read horror. I'm usually a fantasy girl or something like that, but I don't know. I wanted to get it, and plus, I mean, it was $1, and how can you pass up, like, a ton of books for $1? The truth, you can't. Like, if you're a book nerd, books for $1, I mean, you're gonna get like 50 of them, and then it'll be like, oh, I got 50 books, but it'll be in reality, oh, I just spent $50. So, but being a reader and a nerd is like really expensive. It should not be. It should not be that expensive. It's ridiculous. I'm going on a random little rant. Okay, another book I got was 172 Hours on the Moon, a novel by Joanne Harstead, where I first saw a review on Christine's channel, but she was talking about how the concept of being stuck on the moon scared her. But I don't know, I mean, I saw it, and then I went to the store and I saw this, and I was like, oh, like, I want to get it. And there's like pictures, like random pictures of the moon, and I don't know, it just seems very, very interesting. And there's a reason we never went back to the moon, and you know, it's about these 3 people, Mia, Midori, and Antoine. Mia from Norway hopes this will be her punk band's ticket to fame and fortune. Midori believes it's her way out of her restrained life in Japan. Antoine from France just wants to get as far away from his ex-girlfriend as possible. I mean, going to the moon is pretty far to get from an ex. But it's Scandinavian thriller meets sci-fi horror movie, and it's something sinister's waiting for them on the moon, and just kind of being stuck on the moon. And I'm guessing it's told within 172 hours. But, yeah, it looks very interesting. second to last book, sticky, I don't know, it's sticky, is A Royal Match. This is one that I just saw. Can a regular girl land a real Prince Charming? An ordinary girl, a prince in line to the throne. This has the makings of A Royal Match. It's by Tyne O'Connell. It includes pulling princes and stealing princes. So, yeah, so there's more than, like, one story in here. There might be, like, I think there's two. But, I mean, it's about a regular girl who, goes to a British boarding school, and she's got, like, this plan to become popular. She's from America, and she's got, you know, this very hot, very imaginary boyfriend back home in LA, and, then she joins the circle of popular girls, and, you know, she starts getting stuff from the royal prince, and just, you know, it's definitely going to be fun, and I like stuff like this, but, I love this. I just, opened it up to a random chapter, and the chapter is called just one of those annual Euro Royal Bash thingamies, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be really quirky, a rich and gossipy treat, by BCCB. Why I love it. It's a bizarre love triangle between a spunky girl, her fake boyfriend, and the Prince of England. Who can resist that by twist? So, definitely interested to start reading this. And then my last book of the book. Oh, it's this one that's got sticky. I don't understand why you're sticky. It's called Bait by J. Kent Messam, and it's about no one is coming to your aid. We have insured this. So, that's what it says, and that's, you know, Jaws meets Lord of the Flies meets Drugstore Cowboy. It's about these 6 heroin addicts, that get stuck on a remote island, and, you know, they can't leave. But the 6 must undertake the impossible, swim to the next island where a cache of heroin awaits, or die trying. And it's kind of, it reminds me, like, just reading about it, and there's sharks in the water, and so, like, if you try to go into the water, you could get eaten by a shark, and then you can be, like, killed by the people on the island, and so they notice a yacht, and on it, like, 4 shadowy figures protected by hungry sharks that patrol the waters. So begins a dangerous game. I don't know, it's like, they're stuck on an island, and it kind of reminds me of, like, it's a survivor novel. It's like a surviving thriller. I don't know. I think I did good, like, finding dollar store stuff. But they, you know, they're heroin addicts, and they want to do everything they can to get the drug. But, I mean, are you gonna die trying to get the drug? Is the real question. Do a little dance. Sorry. I was watching myself in the camera, and it just kind of started dancing. But, yeah. So, that's my book haul. I have so many. Here, let me try and do what everyone else does, where you can, like, see all the books. You know, just... Cool. Lift it up. But, yeah. So, that was my book haul. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.